Since my arrival last night, I've stared at this mountain, and this mountain has stared back. With its foreboding glaciers and jagged rock, this cascading colossus was like no other. The character of this mountain was feared. Its victims stayed on the mountain, ingrained in its eyes, left as warnings of the wrath of Tahoma. Today, however, the mountain appeared calm. It could even be characterized as shy by the way it played peekaboo with the vaporous clouds that hid the giant. I thought deeply about our preparations, our knowledge, our conditioning, and our motivation. Despite Tahoma's enormous appearance and reputation, I felt confident in our skills, reassured by the forecast of blue skies all week. I was curious as to what lessons lay ahead. Every mountain is a teacher, sending you home with new knowledge one way or another. What would Tahoma send home with us?
Hello! Hope you guys are as stoked as I am for the adventure that is about to unfold. As a matter of fact, it actually already has. Let me explain. I woke up at 4:30 a.m. this morning and immediately began stalking the ranger station until the second the doors opened to ensure that we would receive our climbing permits. Was it overkill? Could I have slept in a few hours later? Yeah, it turned out to be overkill, but it was a successful mission. So, we will be attempting to climb Mount Rainier tomorrow morning, starting at about 9:30 a.m.
As the day aged into the night, the curtain of clouds covering the mountain had finally parted, leaving me with a final view of where I would be tomorrow. All that was left for me to do was to wake up and start walking.
Back in my bag, yo. Conscious. ISO. Diamond. Back in my bag and I ain't gotta brag, I do this shit for real. When we was down and we had nothing, we had to share a meal. We put the shit in overdrive with no steering wheel. Shorty throw that thing back in a pair of heels. Yeah, and she be riding on that thing like a Ferris wheel. Yeah, I love them dark skin, brown skin, caramel. You know I had to bring it to the hood.
The day has finally come. Today, we are gonna be starting our climb of Mount Rainier. Vaughn, my brother, and my two friends Thomas and Cole are going to shortly meet me at around 9 or 9:30. It's currently 8:30 a.m. We are super stoked. And the weather is beautiful. It's a bit of a zoo here. It's a real zoo here. I don't know if they're going to find parking, but just going to eat some breakfast and mentally prepare myself for the days ahead. Thanks for coming along. Today we are climbing the Mount Rainier or Tahoma via the DC route. We chose Discipline of Cleaver for a few reasons. First of all, it's the most well marked because RMI, the guiding service, runs this, so there's at least a little bit of direction we can pick up while en route. It's pretty direct. It's got the least amount of danger overall. But regardless, we'll be roped up and practicing all those skills we've learned on other climbs this season. Today I'm joined by Vaughn Okerlund, Cole Kendall, and Thomas Taylor, and we'll be covering about 16 miles and 9,000 feet of climbing today. We're camping at Ingram Flats, which is the high camp on Rainier. That's at 11,000 feet. Waking up real early tomorrow, about 11 p.m. and gonna move on. I'm super stoked.
Mount Rainier. And one thing I thought was interesting about this mountain is, according to the National Park Service, it's about a coin flip if we're gonna make it to the top or not. 50% chance. But
It's 51.
51. I was telling Cole in the car that we're getting to the top or we're dying.
Blood. It's not the blood. Route check from Cole.
All right, we're feeling pretty good. I was cramping up a little bit on the way to Muir, but feeling good now. This is a nice little rest. Got about a mile to go. Feeling pretty good about it. I think we're gonna make good time, and then we're gonna do some nice yoga up at the top.
Hell yeah.
I'm feeling like a fat piece of lard right now, melting in the sun.
We're about to head over Cathedral Gap, over to Ingram Flats. About 1 mile left. 1,000 feet climbing. Just securing our crucifix to the line. Even Camp Muir. Made it to Ingram Flats. Hell yeah. We're getting a little cozy encampment going at the high camp. There's the summit. That's the cleaver right there. Little Tahoma. And that would be Cathedral Gap where we came.
Do you like the one? It's the only one that fits in this pack, but I don't know, it's kind of inconvenient.
Honestly.
That's what I've heard. I don't know. It doesn't cut.
Camp is set up and we're feeling good. Well, I'm actually pretty tired. We're all pretty tired. We're gonna go to bed pretty soon since we're gonna wake up at about 11 p.m. But get some water boiling, refill those bottles, and you guys already know it's for dinner. Ramen bomb. So I'm excited. We're undergoing everyone's favorite part of winter camping, and that would be refilling all the empty water bottles. We got 2 stoves on the mission. Vaughn's manning the operation. He feels pretty competent about it. We got Tommy over here. I don't know what he's doing. And Cole's gonna join us. We are feeling ready for bed, but spirits are high. Classic ramen bomb dinner. Perfect. Yoo! Mashed potatoes have been added. Ooh, it is a beautiful, pale, noodly goop. I'm ecstatic. Time to devour this ramen bomb. Replenish those salts. It's amazing. All right, Cole. So tell us about the day. Tell us how you're feeling.
Feeling pretty good. Significantly warmer than Adams was, so that's nice. I'm having some hot garlic chicken stir fried. Pretty happy about it. Gotten some cramps today, so that's been a bit of a bummer. But other than that, I'm feeling pretty good. Pretty excited to summit.
Amen. As we venture on the camp, we stumble upon this hermit Tommy. He is hunkered down in his tent eating some pad thai. Tommy, tell us about how you're feeling about the day.
It was a pretty solid day. The stomach's starting to hurt a little bit, but that's about normal for the mountains. But I think when we wake up, we'll have enough energy to get to the summit and then race down. So I'm pretty optimistic.
Hell yeah, thank you, Tommy. Hi, Vaughn. Tell us about the day. How are you feeling?
Pretty decent. It was tough. It felt tougher than Baker getting up this far. But I feel pretty happy to be in the big top tonight. So I think it's gonna be a cozy night. I hope these sleeping pads are okay. I only brought like one of the foldable ones instead of one of the inflatable ones that I usually do. But yeah, I feel optimistic. I think force myself to eat a bunch and we'll just see how tomorrow goes.
Heck yeah. Thank you, Vaughn. Well, after about an hour of filling up water bottles, it's time for bed. It's 8:15. I'm gonna wake up at 11:10 p.m., take some pictures, and then we'll eat, we'll rope up, and start moving. See you guys in 3 hours. It's 12:30. There's probably like 12 people ahead of us. We're gonna pick up the pace and about to take off. Take off for the slow pace, but like pick up the getting ready pace. Anyways, I'm feeling okay. People are feeling kind of mixed. We didn't sleep very much. It's 12:30 and I woke up at about 11:15. We woke up at 11:30, but that's just the way it is. I was cold. I'm feeling good now. Moving around. I did eat. So we're ready.
Over the course of the night, Tommy had become extremely ill with AMS, or acute mountain sickness. He said that he was doing everything in his power not to throw up. Despite this, he wanted to start the day. So he began climbing. A quarter mile in, retching and heaving was all that could be heard. After crossing our first crevasse, the nausea that Tommy was experiencing took control, forcing him to throw up the little food he had consumed this morning. We slowly descended back to camp. Upon arrival, Thomas had no energy left. We put him in a sleeping bag and on all of our pads as we parlayed outside the tent. We decided to stay at camp and sleep with the hope that he would be strong enough to continue down the mountain in the morning. For hours, Tommy heaved and coughed throughout the night. By the time the morning came, he was still too fatigued to descend the mile down to Camp Muir. With a little more time, he garnered the strength to rope up and move his dehydrated and dizzy body down to the lower camp. Still unable to eat, Thomas powered through the descent using whatever energy he could muster. Upon arrival to Muir, Thomas slept for another 90 minutes and was finally able to eat a small amount. At this point, he felt up to the task of walking again. We still had 4 miles and 4,000 feet of elevation to descend. Slowly, he made it down, but only because there was no other choice.
Alright, well, we made it back to the lot. That was tough. Even though we didn't summit, it was still a really good time. Just got really bad sickness in the party, like 0 energy level. It was looking hairy for a while, but we got out, made it down safely. It's about 1:30 p.m. and I'm feeling good, ready to drive home. We'll be back this summer for sure. Rainier is not off the list, but probably hit Glacier Peak next.